Hey guys, Paladin here, and welcome. Well, another Let's Chat. See, let you guys know what's updates going on, coming up in upcoming months. Just a few things, and something good happened, I guess, recently. I guess my mom, who is an author and writer of some poetry works in. She is going to be accepting an award in Los Angeles in the month of December, so there's probably going to be a change in schedules and Let's Plays because I will be going with my mom because she's in need of my help of going over there and to Los Angeles sometime in the middle of December. So looking forward to going there, but it will have an impact on upcoming releases of videos and streams. So I'm hoping it will won't affect my Let's Playing too much, but it will most likely have an effect on my streaming more. I'm hoping to be done with Persona 5, at least done recording both Persona 5 by then, but I've got a lot to do because we're going to be starting the Super Mario 64 Versus coming up in November, and I'm going to be going over some things with my friends involved with that and getting that organized. But yeah, so anticipate some changes in streaming schedules and also on my YouTube uploads because I'm going to try and get much done in November as I can. So, but yeah, I'm very proud of my mom, and I will probably be advertising her book for release. I don't know all the specifics at this point. I know it's due out and possibly in before Thanksgiving, so probably in between now and Thanksgiving I'll have more information, and I'll probably even advertise it here on both on Super Paladin Bros 3 and also my flagship channel, Super Paladin TV. So I'm looking forward to doing some more of that, and yeah, I mean, I'm really happy things are going a little bit better, and this is probably the first good news we've had in a very long time, ever since my dad passed away 3 years ago, and it's a step in the right direction, and I'm hoping that this is a series of good things happening. And a lot of you have been hearing a lot of bad things and how angry and upset I've been. Well, it's true. I've been really going through that as well. I've been really doing my best trying not to be so upset and even upset with my ex-girlfriend and stuff, but I'm having to really try very hard of channeling that negative energy into something positive, and I'm hoping with this new, Mom, except going to Los Angeles, which will be my first trip out of Wisconsin in probably, I don't know, it's ever since North Carolina in 2019. This is actually something I would be, something positive actually happening once, and I don't want to say that I'm still angry at things, but I'm learning how to watch my back around people, and I've kind of made a notion on Facebook recently that, even Donald Trump was not slated to win the election, but he won. But, I've taken positive news very cautiously, in a way, because I've been hurt so many times before, and as much as I want to have some confidence, I kind of like to make the point, it doesn't take much to knock me down either, and be resilient to things to misfortunes. And this is that whole part about don't tread on me. A little bit I did maybe a few weeks ago here on, I think I posted it here on YouTube and here on Facebook. But it's a ongoing lesson, and I'm trying to tell the whole world, don't tread on me either. Even though I'm more progressive in my values, I don't give a rat's ass what you think of my progressive values. I do my best to be very positive and I try to outreach to people, but I'm having to deal with, people who are just sometimes arrogant. And I had a customer today. This is October 15th, but yesterday I had a customer, come into my store and say, well, why is this company policy like this and that? And well, policies are there just to protect people, and I'm here to protect the business and such. And I've got to not just embrace the positivity, but I've also got to defend myself and the people and the company and the things I believe in as well. And this customer, I guess, is kind of like, this town, which is Evansville, was, used to be such a nice town, and then all this, and this is a person who had the U.S. Marine emblem on her sweater, and I'm like, ma'am, and I've been trying to be patient with people who are, don't agree with me, but things change. I'm sorry, but things change. It's not like I want to force it to happen. I want to see it through. I want to see this change through, and I am not going to, and I think there's kind of a big difference between forcing change and allowing change to see through it. That's a big difference in the two, and that's kind of why I'm still upset at my ex a lot. It's not like I'm trying to force change. I'm trying to see this change through and such. And that is a big difference than just, simply, forcing it on people. I mean, I don't understand. Well, I guess it's just, kind of difficult for me to express it or not, but I'm here to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to create some changes, and I'm going to see it through. I'm not going to, there's just some things people are going to have to accept, swallow their pride, and be done with it. And some people just don't want to swallow their pride and, accept that this change we're going to go through is for the better. But, and I hate using the January 6th, incidents as an example, but that was a moment when someone tried to stop allowing change to see through the change, and there's a big difference when you try to force change, and then you're trying to protect something to see it through. And it's unfortunate that, it's the latter. I want to see this through. I want to see my life go through, and it's not like I want to force it on people. I want to see it through. See this life through one way or another. And I think people tend to get a little bit upset when they feel like I'm trying to force it upon them. No. I'm just trying to see it through, more or less. And people are not always going to agree with me. My ex is not going to agree with me. No one's going to agree with me. Or those who don't want to agree with me, they're not going to. And That's something that I'm, gonna have to accept as fact myself. Some people are never gonna accept me for what I'm gonna become. And I'm sorry if it's gonna upset you, because it's going to upset you. I mean, what I'm about to become here it's gonna upset people, whether you want to admit it or not. And what do you do? Do you accept my change, or do you just want, to force your will on me, and I'm going to resist you, kind of thing. So, and what I'm going through now is a change. I'm trying to dig myself out of this gigantic hole, and some people have actually tried to stop me from digging my way out. And there's just some people who are not interested in helping me dig me out, and I realize I'm gonna have to do it myself one way or another. And some people actually stop me from trying to dig my way out and try to get me to dig deeper until the point where I cannot return. And and I made a comment that some people would rather I stop trying to dig myself out and accept the fate that I have been given, and that's to be a complete loser in life, to be some sort of autistic loser. And some people don't want to see what this change, the result of this change, is coming. And just unfortunate for my ex, she wouldn't care if I saw it through or not, And I'm still maintaining that this is for the better. What I'm doing right now is for the better for me. And that's the sad thing, is, with this award that my mom got, that is a big change for us family, who's really who had no choice to be submissive to a very stupid system. And now we have found our winds of change. We can finally turn this around, and we intend to see it through one way or another. And other people have got to decide for themselves: are you going to help us? Are you want to root for us? Are you going to be against us? And it's pretty clear who's for and against us, more or less. And I want to say probably one of the things I mentioned in my what was it? My anniversary, or my top 40 moments, when I did that presentation of what's coming up in this season. This season 3, I'm going to be doing a charity event here on Twitch. This is my first charity event I'm doing for the channel, and this is to help, organizations to combat domestic violence and stuff. This is something that I have never considered doing on my own. I mean, I've had inspirations from other Twitch streamers that do, charities for causes. Well, this, what? I'm going to try it myself and see, if people want to help me, see this through or not. And people don't have to volunteer, but I would hope that some people would like to volunteer for a good cause. And there isn't going to be an ex-girlfriend in the world, or anyone who would not want to support such a cause, that will stop me from doing it. I think we can change this world. It's up to you, and I'm willing to do anything to see it through one way or another. And I'm having to fight people who just don't want to change at all. and I'm a believer of change. Some change is good one way, but there's just some people who would do anything to stop it. And do you go around it? Do you fight through it? What do? You know? And there are some people who are willing to stop me from changing. You know? And I think this person who I've been talking about for the very longest time kind of left a demon in my mind saying you'll be nothing if you will be nothing if you even tried such an attempt. You know, and that's fine. I don't need to have to listen to that, but, you know, this demon that I have to fight in my mind sometimes, I'll have to say, no, I'm going to see it through, one way or another. And I've had, very strong support with things, and I'm hoping she just does not interfere with me. I hope no one interferes with my mom getting that award, because she worked hard for her recognition for her poetry and her, writings and stuff. So, I'm tired of the interference. That's why I became a progressive. I am so tired of the interference. I mean, if it's such a sin to you for me being a progressive, whatever. Just don't tread on me. Do not stop me. Do not even try to, resist me. Because I'm going to see it through. And I think some people ought to realize, I'm not an inherently evil person. Well, some people, like my ex, thought I was an inherent evil person by trying to make their life a lot better. But, I got called out for it. And I'm going to say from now on to the day I take my last breath, I'm going to see it through one way or another. And whether you want to try and stop me, take advantage of me, try to scam me, you're welcome to try. I mean, my ex, tried to threaten me, with her, she even talked about sending family members to try to stop me. Or, well, not me in particular, but, But she always had that mentality, if someone did something wrong, she would send somebody after the person, as if it was a bounty hunter or something like that. Whatever. But, and I think my ex would probably approve such a fundraising event because, well, let's just say I think she would agree with the reasons I chose such an event too, despite her harsh words and harsh demons that exist in my mind still, and trying to fight in it too. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this update. So I'm going to be in Los Angeles, I'm going to be in Los Angeles on early December. So there's going to be a very tight schedule in terms of streaming and YouTube videos. I just thought I'd put that out there. So, but yeah, we intend to see this through this time. We're not going to let anyone try and stop us from being recognized for our good deeds. And I'm happy for my mom. She, is a tough woman, despite all the pain she goes through, and, her shortcomings. I love her very much, because she's my mom. You know, and I would have said the same thing for my dad too. But you know, my dad's not here anymore, so we gotta focus here on the here and now. So, but thank you guys for watching in this edition of, you know, Let's Chat or Let's Talk, and I will see you guys down the road with future Let's Plays on my YouTube channel. Also, my Twitch channel at Super Paladin TV on Twitch. Of course, you can follow me on Super Paladin Bros 3 on YouTube. So, definitely take care, stay classy, and I'll see you guys in whenever. Peace.